This is the part 7 video of chapter 5 for standard 8th science, Inside an Atom. If you haven't watched the first 6 parts, please click on the link in the description box below. Hey, this video was made just for you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Now let us study about some uses of isotopes. Isotopes of some elements are radioactive. So if you remember earlier in Rutherford's scattering experiment, he had used radioactive elements to emit the alpha particles that he used in his experiment. So therefore, radioactive elements are such that can emit radiation. They are used in various fields such as industry, agriculture, medicine and research field. Here are some examples of some radioactive elements. Uranium-235 is used for nuclear fission and production of electricity. So, uranium-235 is one of the examples of a radioactive element in which it is used for nuclear fission and it is also used for production of electricity. Some radioactive isotopes of cobalt-60 are used in the medical treatment of fatal diseases like cancer, because this cobalt enters the body and it can kill the cancer cells. Therefore, it is used in the treatment of some cancers. Iodine-131 is used in the treatment of goiter, that is, diseases of the thyroid gland, because the thyroid gland uses iodine very well. Therefore, some diseases where the thyroid gland is functioning too much, they give this iodine so that it can demolish or decrease the activity of the thyroid gland. The radioactive isotopes are used for detection of cracks or leakage in the underground pipes. The radioactive isotope of sodium-24 is used for this purpose. Radioactive isotopes are used for food preservation from microbes because these radioactive elements can kill the microorganisms that are present in food, and therefore the food can last longer without getting spoiled. The radioactive isotope carbon-14 is used for determining the age of archaeological objects. So while archaeologists they dig up and find bones, etc., carbon-14 is used to determine how old these bones were in the soil and similar artifacts. Now let us study about nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactor is a machine that generates electricity on a large scale by using atomic energy. And this is an example of a nuclear reactor. In a nuclear reactor, the nuclear energy in an atom is released by bringing about nuclear reactions on a nuclear fuel. So, in the atom, they break down the atom and that releases a massive amount of energy. Therefore, it has to be done in very closed environment and in a very safe place so that the humans cannot be harmed. And this energy that is released from the atom can be converted to electricity, which is used by all of us. Let us understand a nuclear reaction with the example of a nuclear fuel, namely uranium-235. On the bombardment, that is on firing with slow speed of neutrons, the nucleus of the isotope uranium-235 undergoes nuclear fission, in which the nucleus is broken down. So, this is broken down to form nuclei of two different elements, krypton-92 and barium-141. So, this uranium-235 is broken down by bombarding it with neutrons and it is broken down to two nuclei. One of them is krypton-92 and the other one is barium-141 and 2 or 3 neutrons. On decreasing the speed, these neutrons bring about the fission of more uranium-235 nuclei. So depending on the speed of the neutrons, the uranium can be broken down to different forms of nuclei. In this way, a chain of reaction of nuclear fission takes place. Because now, at first, when the uranium is broken down to two elements, after that, these can further be broken down to even smaller elements. A large amount of nuclear energy is released during a chain reaction of fission. So as these uranium are broken down to several smaller elements, a lot of energy is released. The chain reaction is kept under control to prevent the probable explosion. If this goes out of control, then a huge explosion can take place because the amount of energy present in one isotope of uranium is enormous. Therefore, it is very important to keep this under control. To control the chain reaction in the nuclear reactor, it is necessary to decrease the speed and the number of neutrons. So at a time, only certain amount of neutrons are able to bombard the uranium and the speed is very importantly controlled. For this purpose, the following provision is made in a nuclear reactor. So we will study about the provision. Before that, let us see this example of a chain reaction. So this is one neutron that is being bombarded in one isotope of uranium. This uranium breaks down to two separate elements, that is the krypton and the barium, and these can further be broken down to several other elements. So let us see this provision that is made in a nuclear reactor. There is a moderator and there is a controller. So the moderator is the graphite or heavy water is used as a moderator for reducing the speed of neutrons. So when this neutrons gets bombarded into the uranium, it is very important to keep the speed as slow. So therefore there is a graphite or heavy water used in between. So that slows down the speed of the neutron. So that is called the moderator. Now the controller is used to reduce the number of neutrons by absorbing them in rods of boron, cadmium, beryllium, etc. And these are used as the controller. So here, along with graphite and heavy water, there is also rods of boron, cadmium, beryllium, etc. So these absorb number of neutrons and only some are allowed to pass through. So the moderator decreases the speed and the controller decreases the number of neutrons. The heat produced in the fission process is taken out by using water as a coolant. So this entire thing is taken place in water. Therefore, the water absorbs all the excessive heat that is produced. Water is transformed into steam. By means of this heat, turbines are driven and electricity is generated. So this water becomes hot, and when water becomes hot, it is transformed into steam. This steam produces energy that moves these turbines. Turbines are like wheels. When the steam pushes on these turbines, it moves. And when the turbines moves, electricity can be generated. In India, total 22 nuclear reactors in 8 places are functioning. Apsara at Baba Atomic Research Center in Mumbai is the first nuclear reactor in India, which went critical on 4th August 1956. So this was the first nuclear reactor that was built in India, and it had a name of Apsara. And after these, 7 other places also got nuclear reactors. India has a large reserve of the element thorium-232. Therefore, Indian scientists have developed a future plan for nuclear reactors based on the production of the isotope uranium-233 from thorium-232. So, because India has large reserves, that is, it has a lot of thorium-232, therefore, now they have planned to make several amounts of isotope uranium-232 using this thorium-232.
For the answers to this exercise and other free worksheets, please go to jkacademypro.com.